Thank you so much for joining us. I'm excited for this session, Maze, and I'm excited for this lady. She has an awesome testimony. Alafu, man, me, I'm always excited when I hear great stories. It's never easy your journey to the US is never easy. It doesn't matter whether you're coming with a DV lottery. It doesn't matter whether you're going for your B1, B2, interview. It takes some time. It's not always the same. So your experience and somebody else's experience might be totally different. And so I'm excited because, her story has some resilience. There's some perseverance, some prayer, some fasting, and I'm excited for you to hear it because I know so many of you will benefit from hearing this story. So let's get started. Let's get started, my friends. Let's get started. Aya, twende kazi. Drum roll. Aya, twende kazi. Watu wangu ni aje, welcome to my YouTube channel, The Kenyan American Home, and I'm excited here today because we're gonna be talking about the K-1 visa process for one resilient lady, one resilient, beautiful lady, from Kenya on her journey from Kenya to the US and all the obstacles that she faced. And I'm excited for you to learn about the K-1 process, some of the things that she had to go through and what she learned through the process. And I'm excited for you to meet her and get to hear from her. And so, drum rolls, my friend, without much further ado, welcome none other than Doll Levi.
Hello.
Hi, Doll.
Hi, how are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you, Vanna. Good to see you.
Can you hear
Welcome.
me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. We can hear you.
Good.
Hey, welcome, Vanna. Wait, is Doll? Is that your name? Is your name actually Doll?
Oh, that's my social media name.
Ah, okay.
You see the way you are the Kenyan American Home.
Okay, that's how you are Doll. Ah,
yeah, Doll is coined from dollar. Dollar is my nickname.
Dollar, like dollar bill?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a nickname that I got when I was young. I used to dream of America a lot, so I decided to call myself Dollar.
Okay.
And then Levi is my husband.
Wait, you used to dream. Wait, you used to dream about. Wait, what?
Yes.
Explain that.
When I was in high school, or when I was completing high school, I knew I wanted to be a nurse in US.
Okay.
So after high school, I just went to nursing school. I didn't know how. It's just a big dream that I had. I used to tell people, one day I'll go to US and I'll be a nurse in US.
And that's where.
And I said I'll get paid in dollars.
And that's where the dollar name came from.
And that's where the dollar name came from. So my family started calling me Dollar. My friends started calling me Dollar. All my friends call me Dollar.
So you started prophesying and you called it from.
Yes. It's a dream that I have had since I was like 16, 17 there.
Wow. That's exciting. That's exciting. So wait, so who is Doll? Who is Doll? Like what
Doll,
would you
call? My government's name is Sheila. I'm 29 years of age. I recently moved into the United States on a K-1 visa. I'm a wife. I'm a future mother. And I'm also a nurse. Yeah.
Nice. So you get to wait, but you're not practicing as a nurse as of yet, right?
I'm not practicing yet, but I'm working on that.
Working on getting there. Wait, so how? Just explain this. How did this thing start? Like you finding yourself in the US. How did it all begin? How did it all begin? And meeting your husband and this. How, like, where did you meet your husband the first time?
Okay. For starters, I was a young nurse working in Nairobi. Okay. I had just completed my nursing school, and I was just starting life. And then I met this young man who proposed a relationship and marriage to me.
Okay.
And And he sounded really genuine. He sounded like he was serious about it. So I gave it a shot. I knew I was getting myself into a long distance relationship. And it's not an easy kind of thing to do. But because the man was showing a lot of seriousness, then I also had to be serious about it.
Well, because you're saying that, and like I know you, because your husband lived in the US, right?
Yes, he's an American.
So he was a summer bunny.
Yes.
Okay.
You know what? You know what, Owen? I was kind of naive in a way, because when I met this man, I didn't even know there was something like summer bunnies. Can you imagine? I didn't know. I was so focused on my job. I was so focused on getting into the nursing field. I had just gotten my first job. So I think a lot of things used to just pass me. I didn't know this is a summer bunny. I didn't know the reputation that they have.
The reputation that comes with summer bunnies.
I didn't know nothing.
Well, I think it probably worked out better for you not to know, like, because like, for now, for people who've actually been in social media, and you get to hear what people talk about when they talk about, summer bunnies, that can discourage you from getting into relationships with, people who are they're only there for a short amount of time, and then they promise a lot, and then all of a sudden, before you know, they disappear. So I think it probably was a blessing in disguise. You did not hear all the outside noise.
I didn't know anything. So when I met him and we started a relationship, the first year was hard because it's a long distance relationship. You people are apart, so there's things like trust issues. Like you have to explain yourself in details for someone to understand you. The first year of a relationship is always hard. I always tell people, if you can survive
the first year
of a relationship, then you can work out things if you people want to be together.
So did you guys meet, like, where did you meet? Did you meet at home in Nairobi? Were you working, or?
Oh, it's a kind of crazy story, because I'm a firm believer in God. I believe in God a lot. Like, I have a very amazing relationship with God. So I was at this point in my life where I felt I was ready for a relationship that can lead to marriage. And as for me, whenever I feel like, but then I was going through a series of emotions and I was so broken. There were other areas of my life that were not so good, and they were like affecting me a lot. So it was during this time, it was 31st of December. There are those crossover keshas in Kenya.
Yeah.
So I went to a crossover kesha. Those keshas, they start at around 10 p.m.
Wait, which one? I used to go to Aflewo. I remember I used to go to Aflewo a lot.
Another church in Zimmerman called the Deliverance Church Zimmerman.
Okay.
So I went there, and the kesha starts at 10 p.m., but I got at 8 p.m.
Okay.
Because I was so heartbroken. I don't know, I was not feeling okay. I decided I need some time to pray and cry and spend time in the presence of God. So I went there and I had my moments. I cried, and then when you cry, you feel relieved. And then when you cry in church, now the relief is immense.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. So after that, I just told God, you know what? I think I'm ready. I'm ready for a relationship that can lead to marriage. That was 31st of December, 2019.
Wait, that was your New Year's resolution?
That was my New Year's resolution.
Okay.
Owen, I want you to listen to me, because when I tell you I believe in God, God has always worked miracles in my life.
And what year was that?
31st December 2019.
2019. Okay.
Shikilia hapo. Nataka nikurudishe nyuma.
Okay.
Before this 31st December 2019,
yeah,
back in October, an old friend had contacted me. Someone I knew from my past.
Okay.
We parted ways like tulikosana. And then sikuwa nataka story zake. But he apologized through my other friends, akaomba number. And then my friends never gave him my number.
Okay.
So he came and texted me on Instagram and apologized and told me, oh, I'm sorry for being a bad friend. Could you please give me your number and we can start over?
Yeah.
So I gave him my number. This was 2 months prior
to the 31st.
It's going to connect. Don't
Okay.
worry.
Okay.
Yeah. So I give him my number, we meet. And then we went for lunch with my other girlfriends. And one of my girlfriends had a party. So he's a guy. The guy was like, oh, let's go and celebrate your girlfriend. I can take you all to the club. So we went to the club. I don't go to the club, but that day I went. And then I didn't know there are photographers in the club. So there is this, we were taking some pictures by some photographers, club photographers. And those pictures were sent to him.
So he's so, okay.
Relax.
Okay.
So on 31st of December 2019, I'm in church praying to God for a relationship.
Okay.
On 1st, that my friend wrote me a text and he's like, hey girl, my cousin saw your picture in my phone and he likes you. Should I give him your contact?
Okay.
I'm like, send me pictures of your cousin. And he sends me pictures of his cousin. And I'm like, he looks good. Okay, you can give him my number. And then he gives him my number. Now this person that he's giving my number is Levi.
So this cousin is Levi, the one that you.
Yes.
Okay.
And the picture that he saw in his cousin's phone is the picture that we took in the club.
Okay.
You got it now?
Yeah.
This was fast.
This is after last night you prayed.
Yes,
and last night you are ready.
This is fast.
Okay.
And then now second we meet.
Wow. Wait, so he got your number on the 1st of January, texted you the same day, Ama texted you the previous day?
Texted me the same day. And even from the first conversation I had with that man, I still have the conversation. The way we talked the entire afternoon. He started texting me at around 1 p.m. We talked the entire afternoon till 12 at night. We were already planning our future.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait.
I think a lot. Even me, I was like, no, this doesn't sound. It doesn't just sound okay. It doesn't sound true, but it happened. And then when we met, we just decided, you know what? Let's give this a shot.
Wow. You I actually, if it's somebody else who's listening to your story, they might not actually relate. Yeah. But I do totally relate. I feel like when you find your person, you know. It just like, it doesn't take very much for you to know this is my person. Yeah. And so I don't think it's crazy for you. You're texting with this guy one day and then the next day you're like, you already want to plan your future with this guy. Yeah. Oh wow. Wait, so October, this guy, what happened? Ama, it's coming.
That guy in October, I told you we hadn't talked since like 2017. And this is 2019. He's looking for me.
Okay.
So he looks for me the same day we go out, we take pictures, and then he's showing Levi something on his phone, and Levi happens to scroll and he sees that picture that we took in the club, and he asks about me.
So
you see
wait,
now how it's connecting.
So is he the divine connector?
Yeah, God used him.
Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's wow. So you start talking with him January 2nd, and is he was he staying in Kenya for a while? Ama he was almost going
on
back.
Vacation.
Okay.
Yeah, he had come to Kenya to see his family.
Mm-hmm.
He has extended family down there because my mother-in-law and my father-in-law are here, and my sisters-in-law.
Okay.
But he has his grandma, his aunties, and cousins in Kenya. So from time to time, he could visit Kenya to just vacation and see his
seeing the other side of the family.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so did you guys did he leave immediately, or he stayed a little bit?
No, from the moment that we met, he had 12 days left in Kenya.
Okay.
So at least we got to talk, bond, and just have an onset of a relationship. But he was quick. He actually let me know his plans. He told me he proposed marriage. I think from the second day. It was scary because for you to meet someone and they tell you want to marry you, you keep asking yourself, this is too quick.
This is happening so fast.
Myself or something.
This is happening so fast.
But later when I came to ask him why he proposed marriage to me that quick, he explained that it's the fact that we were going on to a long distance relationship and he wanted me to take him seriously.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he pretty much treated me like a wife even when I was his girlfriend, because at that moment I was just his girlfriend.
So this is a love story. It's a one of the things I love about your story is, first of all, there's a perception people have about Kenyan women.
Mm-hmm.
And especially when you talk about guys, Kenyan men,
Mm-hmm.
who are in the US, they go home, they find a Kenyan lady, bring them over to the US. There's always that connotation of they'll come here and then after some time they'll just there's always this, and I don't like it because I feel like those stories overshadow stories like your story.
Yeah. But at the same time, we can't say it doesn't happen, because it happens.
It does. Mm-hmm.
It's just that you have to pray to God to really give you a genuine person, to really connect you with a genuine person,
Yeah.
Because I've seen cases of maybe other ladies who come here and then maybe the guy changes and becomes something else. He wants to maybe mistreat this lady or do some stuff,
Yeah.
So it's just when it comes to things like marriages, it's a leap of faith.
It is. You have to risk. You have to. There's an element of risk.
And then in this life is all about risks. You have to risk.
Yeah. True.
So when I met him, that was now 2020, at the beginning of 2020.
Mm-hmm.
He was a student, but he had stayed in US for 15 years.
Okay.
So he was pretty much a citizen.
Okay.
When it comes to K-1 visa, a person that can only file for K-1 visa has to be a citizen.
He's a US citizen.
Yes. So I had to wait for him to finish school before we started filing. So in 2021, we dated that 2020 long distance. 2021, he came to Kenya. And then engaged me.
Wait, so you did, because 2020, the whole year, did you see each other the whole of 2020, Amano?
From January, no, we saw each other January 2020. 2021. We didn't see each other. He left on January 12th, 2020, came back on January 29th, 2021. I keep the dates.
Ah, okay. And then I think that's your friend.
Yeah.
And then, okay, so then he came back this next year. Is that when you guys got engaged?
Yeah, that's when we got engaged. We had a very beautiful engagement party.
Ah.
Yeah.
Really? Nice. So, look, because that's a whole year long distance. How was that?
It was hard because it was our first year. It was hard. I told you we were getting to know each other. And then he had had a bad experience with Kenyan ladies.
Oh, okay. Wow. Like bad in terms of like you yeah, I see. And long distance.
Yeah, he explained to me that he had this girl he was dating, she was in Kenya. He was taking care of her, paying even her rent. Kumbe she lives with another man, stuff like that, you know.
Guy. Yeah. That character, that can be.
So he had gone through character development, and now I'm the aftermath. That I'm the one dealing with what that other lady did.
That other guy. No, so he's still worried because
Yes,
once beaten, twice shy, and so you start because there's that element of especially being with somebody and then they end up being unfaithful to you.
Yeah. So I had to like understand where he's coming from, and I had to like I used to be this person that I love explaining things into details so that don't leave room for
guess what?
And
the mind to go.
Yeah, so I'm one person that will tell you everything as it is. Yeah. If there's something in my mind, I will speak it. If I don't like something, I will speak it. So I used to like explain things to him in detail, and after like 7-8 months, we started having a pretty much nice relationship, and we knew from that moment we knew we are not going back.
Yeah, man, long distance is hard. I did that. I have no idea how we survived that long distance, but it can be really difficult. So wait, so you guys see each other 2021, and then how was your engagement party? Did you know about it? Was it a big surprise? Were you involved?
It was beautiful. It was a surprise. I was not involved. I just thought he told me he wants to meet my friends.
Okay.
So, but my friends had planned it behind my back. And then it was just a beautiful engagement with my friends there. Yeah. And it was emotional too.
That's cool.
And then Levi is shy. He couldn't even speak. He was not loud enough. He was just looking at me like, "Will you marry me?" I'm like, okay, you need to speak up. Speak up. But it was amazing, and we had fun, and yeah.
Wow! So you got engaged.
On the 6th of Feb 2021.
Man.
Yes.
Well, I'm still going back to that 2019 December 31st, and you praying and being vulnerable to God, telling God that you're ready for a relationship, and it's I don't know. There's something beautiful about. I'm a believer too, and so it's one of the things I talk about, in my channel is sometimes prayer does work, because looking at that and the way just even the next day God answers your prayers, like connects you to this, connects you to your forever person. And after so you get engaged in February 2021. Does he stay? Does he go back to?
He came to Kenya for 1 month.
Okay.
And then we went on a vacation. We got engaged. We got engaged, and then he stayed. We did another thing. he came to my home for introduction the same time.
So he started the actual process there.
Yes, he came home for introduction. There was a big party there. He didn't come alone. He came with his uncles. He came with his babus.
Wait,
Yeah.
is that the meet the family, or what's that?
It's a more of a traditional marriage thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was he coming?
He came to my family to like officially ask for my hand in marriage.
Okay.
And he was not alone. He was with his uncles, his grandfathers.
Wait, like you call it Rorashio? Is that the same thing as Rorashio?
Yeah, but in Kikisi, I think we call it Ekerorano. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like it's like meet the parents somehow, like that.
Yeah.
Were your people? Did they ask for? I know sometimes that is one of the things that when it comes to our people, and sometimes they can be over the top when they're asking for, we want 5,000 goats and 20 and 49 cows.
With my parents, I thank God for them because they are modern people.
Okay.
They just told. I remember my father telling my husband now that I have given you a girl without a mark. The day you put a mark on her,
we will.
it will not be okay with you. And then he literally said, whatever you give us, as long as you keep our girl safe and good and you treat her well.
Man, your parents are nice.
Yeah.
Your parents are wait, so that happened, I think.
Oh, when you do that, I think it's because it's Christmas. I don't know.
Well, man, your parents are a different kind, because I think that's the time a lot of Kenyan homesteads that people tend to go on the greedy side. They ask for really crazy things, but that's really nice because ultimately, I think for every parent, that's the thing that you want if you have a daughter, you want your daughter to get a husband who will love her and protect her and take care of her.
Yeah.
That's cool. So wait, so you do that and then he goes back home.
Yes, after he comes to Kenya, we have an engagement, he meets my parents, he goes back to US.
Okay.
And then when he goes back to US, now we move on to where we file our K-1. Yeah.
So this is the
when it comes to K-1, you have to gather evidence.
Okay.
Of relationship, because you're trying to convince immigration that you people are together and you people have plans of marriage. So now we had engagement pictures. We had pictures of him meeting my parents. We had airplane tickets of us going to vacation. We had receipts for accommodation wherever we went for vacation.
Okay.
We have his stamp of coming to Kenya, because when you file for K1, there are rules that must be followed. One, this person must be a Kenyan or must be American citizen, right?
Yeah.
The second, you people must have seen each other in the past 2 years.
2 years, yeah.
Yeah. And then and then another one, he should not have a criminal record.
True.
And then another one, you two should be eligible to marry. Eligible to marry, let's say maybe if you were in a previous marriage, there has to be a finalized divorce. Like, you are free to marry. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So after we gathered all that evidence, now then we filed for our K-1 application. It's called I-129.
I-129F.
So when we filed for that, I believe the filing fee was $535 or $65. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think is it 85 or something like that. But you're right, it's about 500 and something.
some $500 and something. Now that was the initial application. We did our application in on 15th of March 2021. I remember because that's his birthday.
Well, that's when was there a reason behind?
Yeah,
like,
we wanted to remember we filed on your birthday.
it's it's very remarkable that you remember those dates. I don't even remember anything with
I remember all of them. So but you remember when in 2021 COVID was still at the peak.
So wait, so do you get hit by the lockdown?
Yes, and when there was COVID, there started to be like a slowdown of processing of these visa things.
Yeah.
The immigration in the USCIS.
Yeah.
So we filed on 15th of March 2021.
Okay.
But we didn't get a response from them until almost a year later.
Wait, like 2022 is when you were hearing back?
Yeah, actually the first time, okay, when you file after 6 weeks, between 4 to 6 weeks, they send you a notice of action 1.
Okay.
To say that they received your application and it's in process.
Okay.
And then they give you a case number which you can be checking online.
Okay.
So each time we used to check online, we find that the case is processing. But then it became approved. Our case became approved on when is Valentine's Day?
14th? February 14th.
Yes, that is when our case was approved.
Wait, 2020?
2022.
2022. Okay.
Yeah.
So it was less than 1 year?
Yeah, it was like 11 months.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you know, as far as processing, do you know of any people, like your friends maybe that you filed with, that you went through the same process?
Yeah, there's a lady I was in the same process with.
Okay.
And we went to primary school together.
Okay.
Yeah, she's in US right now. So she had filed I think she had filed the previous year, November of 2020.
Okay.
And then I filed in March of 2020. March 2021. So she used to guide me on what to do, it's a tedious process. It has a lot of documents. K-1 has a lot of documents. As I told you, you're trying to convince people who don't know you and your person that you people are together and have intentions of marriage.
Of getting married. This relationship is for real. It's not.
Yeah. So there is a lot. There is even something that they call the love story. You write how you people met, how you people decided you're going to get married and stuff like that. And then he writes too. So your stories have to marry.
Wait, are you doing it together? This is before during? When does this happen?
When you're filing.
Okay.
Yes. And then there is something I think you have to swear. Oh, I swear under the penalty of perjury
that I'm telling the truth and nothing but
you
the truth.
have to swear. It's a lot. So we did that, and then and then I talked about the pictures. We talked about the passport stamps at the entrance. You flying to Kenya and going back. Things like those. So we filed, and then in Feb 2022, our case was approved.
Wait, and when you mean file, because he's the one who's petitioning for you.
Yeah.
You're sending him all the info, and then he's putting it together. Did you guys use a lawyer, or you did it yourselves?
We did it ourselves because, dude, we were broke for a lawyer.
Okay.
Yeah, lawyers are expensive, so we couldn't afford no lawyer.
No, they are, and it's a process. If you sit down and look at the instructions, everything that they need, it's something that you can be able to do it yourself.
Yeah, you just have to research, and then you just have to be You just have to like take your time. You'll understand.
Yeah.
What's good. So after filing, what we used to do is, you see that form has like 20 pages. The 29F. So he could send me the PDF. I fill out my parts. I send it back to him. He fills out his parts.
Okay.
Because there is a lot of information they want from both of you. And now asking, oh, what do I write here? What do I write here? It was easier for us to everyone do their part, and then we join it together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after that, we were able to file, and then, as I told you, on 20.
I'm just showing because.
Oh yeah.
It's a long. It's not a very,
It's like 20 pages.
Yeah. So it's all these pages that you have to fill with information, and it's true what it's your story, her story put together, and everything. Okay. All right. You can go.
So then we got approved, and then when they approve you from the USCIS. What does USCIS mean?
United States Immigration something, services.
So they sent our case to Kenya. When they approve it, now they send to your consular in your country of residence. They call you an alien fiancé.
Alien fiancé.
Yes. So they send it to the alien fiancé's country.
Okay.
So they sent it to Kenya. The embassy contacted me and they asked me to fill DS 260.
Okay.
Yes, so I filled that, and then they also told me to schedule for medical.
Wait, is it the 260 or the 160 for the K-1?
I'm not so sure. Or
Yeah,
can you give me a moment? I bring my file.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, you're good. Yeah, you're good. You're good, doll.
Okay.
How is everyone doing? Are you guys still hearing us? Is this helpful to you guys? Let me know. Ask questions, and I'll make sure I'll ask. I'll make sure I ask.
I'm back. I have an entire file. So let me tell you what I had to fill. It's a DS 160.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought, because it's a K-1 is a non-immigrant visa.
Yeah. It's a DS 160. It's here.
Okay.
Yeah. So I filled this, and then I went after I filled this, I was able to get an interview date.
Okay.
And according to my interview date, I scheduled for a medical. The medical was around, they told me that I should have at least 50,000.
To do your medical. Okay.
For me to do my medical. So on 18th of May, now like 3 months later, 18th of May, 2022.
Okay.
I went for my medical. I passed my medical. 2 days later, I went for my interview.
Wait, how much did you actually end up spending?
I ended spending up like 34,000. I'm not sure. I have the record. I have it here.
Man, you're so organized. You
Yes,
make some of us look bad.
I keep my record. I even have the appointment for medical. It's here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you see, I was even the first one. I don't know if you can see.
It's like white.
Oh, it's like, oh no, you can't see. I was the first one. I was there by 4 a.m. So my token is written US 001.
Wait, is that because you are the first one?
Yes.
Amy?
Yes, I was the first one. There.
Wait. So, Doll, where did you live like this whole time? Are you in Nairobi?
Yes, I was living in Nairobi. Oh, it's here. It's 34,841.
Oh, did you have your immunization card? Why was this so cheap? Because I think now it's like Some people get charged like 40. Did
I
you?
think it's because the shilling is deteriorating, so they charge in dollars.
And it was better. It was better those days.
Yeah. So I had a vaccine. I had 3 vaccines, 3 or 4. And then they charged $200 for adults 25 years to 44 years. And then they charged for the vaccines. My total was 34,841.
Ah.
But me, I did medical twice.
Wait, you did medical twice?
Yes.
Why?
You see, as I told you, I had my first medical on 18th May 2022.
Uh-huh.
And I went for an interview on 20th of May 2022.
Okay.
In my interview, I passed. I was told, congratulations, you have passed your interview. We are going to send you your visa in in 10 days.
They had DHL and stuff. Mm-hmm.
So what I did there, me and you was coming to US, right?
Mm-hmm.
I went and sold my stuff in the house.
You sold everything?
I sold everything.
Uh-huh.
I even made a WhatsApp group telling people I'm leaving for US.
Uh-huh.
And I even added emojis of an aeroplane. One is taking off and another one is landing.
Wait, you posted on social media? No.
I
You
didn't
just
post on
texted.
social media, but I told everyone that I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're on your way to America.
I was like, bye, Kenyans. Even when I was coming from that appointment, I was telling all those gatesmen, those security people, oh, goodbye. See you never. This was May.
2022. Uh-huh.
So I went and sold my stuff. I went home. I almost had a party, but I was waiting until I received my passport.
Uh-huh.
But guess what? 2 weeks later, I check. There's a way we check online, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I check the process of my visa to see if it has been issued.
Yeah.
And what I find there is your visa has been refused.
Wait, after they've given you the visa, they've now refused
After they have given me this green paper, a green paper. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, we can see. So
this
then
green paper is saying, congratulations, your visa has been approved.
Okay.
Yes. I was coming from the embassy with this paper, even letting my Uber guide read it. See, I made it.
Where?
2 weeks later,
Eh.
your visa has been refused.
Wait, so are they going to contact you or what is happening now?
They didn't contact me, and now that's what was killing me.
Wait, so you just left and they told you they've given you the visa?
Yes, I just showed you the green paper. Your visa has been approved.
I can imagine how you're feeling.
I can tell you, I got depressed.
Yeah.
But
Wait.
but I thank God when all this was happening, I was at home.
Okay.
And I thank God for my very supportive parents.
Uh-huh.
Because they let me cry without asking me why you crying.
Someone is asking me the WhatsApp group.
There was a WhatsApp group. People had even sent me money. I started refunding their money.
I don't want to laugh.
Just laugh. It's okay.
Oh man.
I'm calling the embassy. I'm emailing the embassy. There is nothing they are telling me. They just tell me your case has been adjudicated by a consular. What do they call that person? Consular whatever. We will contact you when we have anything to tell you. There was nothing. I'm telling you, American embassy is ruthless. They will tell you nothing.
Man. But that's so rude though.
It was so bad for us that we broke up for 2 days. We
Oh,
said, what? This is working for us.
with Levi?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Wait, maybe
He was excited. He was happy. Finally, my woman is coming.
Man, is this why they say maybe somebody in the WhatsApp group, guy? Maybe somebody in the WhatsApp group fasted and prayed.
No. I know what happened. I cannot. I know where I messed up.
Okay.
Yes. I'm not a believer of I don't know, witches did nothing. You see, as much as the embassy never told me what happened, I knew that there were discrepancies in the information that I gave in the initial application and the DS 160.
Okay.
Yes. You see, when I was filling my DS 160, I was in a matatu going to town. I don't think I was keen.
And you missed something?
I missed something. And especially what I know I missed for sure, when they ask you for addresses in places you've lived in 10 years. Oh, and they're not, we don't have addresses in Kenya.
Hard. Yeah, it's hard to remember.
Guesswork. So what I did, the guesswork that I did in the I-129F, the initial application, and the DS-160, they were not tallying. I'm for real on that. So they told me my case has been refused, and they went silent on me. And remember, I have sold stuff. I no longer have a place to live in Nairobi because I knew I was going to the US. So after crying enough in the village for like 1 month.
I'm laughing because it's interesting because Deborah, your friend, saying she was a treasurer in the WhatsApp group.
She was. And she had to return money to people who had sent money. It was bad.
Wait. Well, how do you face people now after you have formally told them, see you never, see you?
I'm telling you, it was a humbling experience for me. Very humbling.
Wow. Well, but I think that's why they tell people, hey, don't say anything until you've actually gone through.
Don't discuss your money until you are at your destination.
Port of entry, you've gone inside. Post there. Post as much as you want once you're in there.
Post there. So what happened at that moment? The embassy was not telling me anything. They just, I think they was just tired with me. I used to call and they'd be like, "Oh man, yes, I remember you. Oh, I told you your case is still in the process. It's still refused. You have to wait."
So what are they doing?
They are doing nothing. And do you know how long they kept me waiting? A year.
Wait. 2023 is what you're talking about now.
Now this is 2022 May. My case has been refused. It got refused in June now because like 2 weeks later we were in June.
You are in June.
But thank God I was home. So I just stayed in my parents' home and cried for 2 months until elections time. But I was trying to be happy. I was selling Wajakoya t-shirts.
I'm sorry.
Trying to be happy.
I'm sorry because you were supposed to be in the US.
I'm supposed to be in the US, but now I'm in the village selling to people Wajakoya t-shirts.
Oh my goodness.
For the campaign. And Simba Nekaya. I don't know if you know that.
No, and especially when you like that's so bad for them, because usually what they do is they give you the yellow paper, and then at least you know, okay, there's something they're looking at.
Yeah.
But not when they tell you there and then that you've gotten the visa.
I can't forget the face of that white man when he told me congratulations.
Man. But that's mean. That's mean.
Yes. So I chilled in the village. Then I came back to Nairobi. Remember, I had sold all my stuff, so I had to start from scratch. I went to some place called Kasarani Seasons. I got.
Did you say you were selling Wajakoya? You were giving Oma Nini?
Yes, I went home. I was selling Wajakoya t-shirts for the campaign.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing because you're in the US.
Yeah.
Okay.
In one way or the other, life has to go on, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can't cry every day. You have to wake up and feel like
now. So how's the relationship now?
The relationship is on the rocks.
Okay.
Is on the rocks.
Wait. So you're back in Nairobi?
Yeah, we are in a bad place. Yeah. Yes. Relationship-wise, we were not okay, to be honest.
That's rocky, man.
Yes, it was very rocky. But then I had to go back to Nairobi, and then I had to go to Kasarani. Because initially I used to live in Rongai in a bedroom apartment. So I moved to Kasarani to a bed sitter.
Oh man.
Yes. And I have to start buying everything in the house.
Okay.
So I bought a bed, a mattress, a carpet, a fridge, a microwave. I bought stuff just to keep myself. And the bed sitter was not bad. It was actually a nice bed.
Mentally, how are you though? Because I'm imagining, because it's like, I feel like, do you almost feel like the earth open up and swallow me because I don't want to be like go through this right now?
Yeah. Yep. I pretty much felt that. And at that moment, not everybody is your friend. People will be like, Nakajifanya. Kaone sasa. Yeah. And then people could say all sorts of things. Others were saying, oh, Levi is married in the US. There is no way he can bring a woman here. They got him out.
Yeah. So the politics starts now.
Others were saying, oh, Dollar doesn't want to go to the US. And I'm like, are you sure?
Yeah. Did you ever talk to Levi about, because I'm sure that is the point when bad friends, bad people want to get in your ears telling you.
Oh, a lot of people were in his ears. A lot. Others were telling him, you have dodged the bullets. That one is a slave queen. She was coming to kill you.
That is God.
Yeah. People were telling him, you see, that is God speaking to you, Levi. You have dodged the bullet.
Wow.
Like, which bullet? Which bullet?
The devil is a liar. Now you see that, because on the flip side, it's like God is still at work, still in this process. But I'm sure there's somebody who was standing in the word saying, this is God trying to tell you something.
But I can tell you for sure, Owen, you see that delay? Yeah. I can't discuss the things that were in the background and on camera, but I can tell you for sure God was in it. He was. There were things in the background He was straightening for us so that we can be who we are today.
people that you needed to get rid of your life, by the way. That's kind of how they're like weeded out, because then
I believe we were not even ready for each other as husband and wife at that moment.
You were going through the fire.
Yeah, we were going through the fire. We were going through the polishing.
Yeah.
So as much as you can say it was bad, it also had its positives.
Yeah, and you were eating your humble pie.
I was eating my humble pie, and at that moment, okay, after we tried breaking up, it failed because we were like, you know what, this relationship is not working anymore. So what do? Let's break up. And then we break up for a day. The next day, Levi is like, oh, so I thought I should send you some money for your rent because you don't have nobody to pay for your rent right now until you. I'm like, just say you want to come back.
Oh, he loves you.
Yeah. So he's like, yes, I know we don't want to be together, but I still have to take care of you. Okay.
Where? That's awesome. That's awesome, though. But I think those I think those are the things that make it make they make your relationship stronger when you go through things like that.
So after we went through that, so we became very strong. By the way,
yeah.
This is he. There is nothing nobody can say that will make us miss eating the way we want in this house.
Because you've been through it, and
yeah, we like so sorry, Zake. We don't care. Like we just don't care. Not anymore.
man. This the way people love other people's misfortune.
That one, people celebrated. I'm telling you, people celebrated because my problem is my mouth. I talk.
You've told every man.
My problem is my mouth. I talk. I was even telling my friends, please don't call me Kenyan anymore. I'm American. And then I'm this kind of person that will be like, goodbye, Kenyans. So it was a very humbling experience for me. I became very humble, very, very humble.
No, but that's cool. Wait, so you're in Nairobi. It's in limbo, like nothing is happening. So what are you doing this time?
You see, before I sold my everything, I had a business. I was selling handbags. I had already sold the business because I knew I was going to US. So coming back to Nairobi, I was pretty much not doing anything.
Okay.
So Levi was supporting me he was paying all my bills and making me comfortable and all that. So I was pretty much going through a moment of self-realization. I love reading. One of my hobbies is reading. So I used to read a lot. And then I used to go to church a lot because church gives me comfort.
Okay.
Yeah, church speaks words of encouragement to me when I'm down, and it makes me feel better. It makes me have trust in God. So it was during these moments that I used to go to these prayer meetings. Like I go to the prayer mountains to pray, even before my visa and everything. Even before my visa going haywire, I used to love, like once a month I could go to a mountain of prayer. There's one I love. It's called Heaven's Gate.
When you say mountains, there is a time when poverty had hit me. I was going to Katolone.
I have gone to Katolone.
Yeah?
Yes, I've been to Katolone.
My friend, and when you're praying for God to come through, and there's like you have to come through God, because if you don't, I'm done.
Yeah.
I remember.
I used to go to Katolone, and then I realized the moment I was going to Katolone, I didn't know about Heaven's Gate.
Okay.
But Katolone doesn't have the comforts that Heaven's Gate has.
There's no comfort.
So after I knew Heaven's Gate, And then now my best friend bought a car, so we started going to Heaven's Gate.
Wait, what's Heaven's Gate for people like us who don't know what Heaven's Gate is?
Heaven's Gate is a prayer center.
Mm-hmm.
It's for both Christians, Muslims, Hindus, everybody.
Okay.
I've gone there with a Muslim friend. Nobody actually preaches to you. Nobody lays hands on you. It's you and God. It's basically you going there to pray for yourself on your own, without distractions of, food. Food can be a distraction.
Yeah.
But they don't allow dry fasting. The church provides tea, just tea, no bread. Tea in the morning and the evening.
Like tea with milk, strong tea.
Strong tea with milk.
Whatever. Okay.
Whatever kind of tea that you want, coffee, all those. They don't. You can dry fast, but they discourage that because they don't want people fainting.
Yeah.
And then it's a big institution. It's a big facility. It can accommodate up to, I think, 3,000 people. And it's very comfortable.
Okay.
And it's just an amazing place to be because, the Bible says where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, I'm in their midst. So imagine 3,000 people gathered in the name of the Lord.
That's nice. That's nice.
Definitely God in that place. A place with a presence of God. I usually tell people you can't go to Heaven's Gate and come back empty-handed. So I used to go there. I used to carry my I didn't have a passport. Oh, when they
because they had taken it.
Yeah, they had taken it.
And they haven't even. So you don't have a passport?
I don't have a passport. For a year, I didn't have a passport. So I used to go there with there's something I used to carry. No, I used to go there. I go with my phone. I type in my case number on the embassy website, and then up there it's written refused. And now I pray and prophesy and be like, God, this refused is not mine. May it change. I pray for that thing. I'm like, God, I know you have my visa. Release it to me in your due time. So I used to go there, pray, fast, and then come back. And that was pretty much my life because I didn't know what to do. They have my passport. I don't know, should I continue with my life without thinking of this visa, or should I have plans of actually relocating to US? So it was a pretty much not good place to be in because you don't know what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah. I feel like this is the point in the Nigerian movie where they play like the sad music.
Yeah.
When they play the sad music and like it's nothing is going right. You keep on praying, and it's like, wait, did it get to a point where you're like, God, is my prayers working? Like,
of course, we are human. We have emotions, we have feelings. That to be feeling like, Aki, my prayers are not getting answered. And in those moments, what I usually tend to look back to is when I have been in places where I felt rock bottom, but God came for me. I encourage myself. I'm like, if God came through for me in that situation, I'm sure He will come through for me in this situation, even though I feel like it's never going to happen.
Yeah.
The faith, it's just making sure your faith overrides your doubt, because obviously you're gonna have doubt. You're human.
Yeah.
But it just at the end of the day, make sure your faith is overriding your doubt. Yeah. So I was just going to church, and then on 20th of December 2022, the embassy contacted me.
December. Okay.
Yes. They told me to go and repeat my medical.
Oh, because it expired.
Because it expired.
Yeah. How much are you now again?
They told me to go with 50,000. And it cost, I think, like 32,000.
Again. So wait, so what are they? Because they already took it. Is it mostly now for redoing tests? Because you don't have to take more injections and stuff.
Yes, just redoing the test. For ladies, they do more tests. The ladies is more expensive than men.
Explain.
Oh, they have to do like a pregnancy test.
Oh, for the ladies to make sure.
Gynecological tests, yes.
Okay. Wait, did you say psychological?
Gynecological.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
They have to test for, I think, things like syphilis or something.
Wait, don't they test the guys too?
Yeah, but ours are more.
Oh, okay. Because it's going through the gyno process. I'm sure that's totally different from the guys.
So I had to go again for my medical, and then I told you that was 20th of December, Cindy. But on contacting IOM, the one that does medicals, they told me they are fully booked until 19th of January.
Oh, so you can't even go in December. You have to wait until January.
So that's like a month later.
Okay.
So I waited until that 19th of January. Then I went for my medical again.
This is 2023 now.
This is 2023. This year.
Jesus. Well, is Levi now coming? Like, when was the last time Levi came home then?
The last time Levi came should have been 2022 March.
Wait, isn't that when you guys got engaged and the whole thing?
That was 2021.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he used to come at the beginning of every year.
Oh, so 2022.
So he came after our K-1 had been approved. Actually, he came and we were all excited. We were like, "What babe na kufuata miezi mbili." In it.
Amekuja kuongezea pinyo.
Amekuja kuniambia, "Are you coming soon?" Hata hapo ma discussion ni vile tunafanya.
Baby na kungoja.
Yes.
This house is empty without you. I cannot wait for you to get here.
Yes.
Jesus.
So they called me again to do my medical. I did it, and then after medical, I was like, yes, finally they are giving me my visa. That was January, right? I was giving them max 1 month
to give you the visa.
Who? They didn't.
You're waiting now. You keep waiting. Hey.
We waited until we said Levi should not travel because I'm supposed to come in, because it was his custom to come at the beginning of the year, right? I've gotten an email that I should repeat my medical. I have repeated it. So we are like, I don't think you should waste money to come. Let's just save the money and then.
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there soon.
It doesn't happen.
Okay.
Until May. Nothing.
2023 May, nothing is happening.
2023 May, nothing. Now Levi is like, babe, I have stayed for way too long without seeing you. Mahali imefika, let me just come. Hata nikikuja upate kesho, nitatoka na wewe. So he comes. And we were broke.
Guy. Wait, no, let's pause here. Just for everybody who seems to think, oh, if I get somebody, my process will be easy. I think if you haven't gotten anything from here, it is never that easy.
Nothing
is easy with the US visa.
Nothing is easy.
Yeah.
So Levi decides to come. He comes. And now that is May. Actually, we had lost money. We were so broke.
Man, he's coming to Kenya every year, man. That's a lot of money that you're spending.
Yeah, so he's coming. He came. We were broke. He came to my bed sitter. So we just used to chill in the house, cook, eat, just play around in that bed sitter, watch movies. That was a happy experience.
Did you upgrade your furniture? I know you sold your furniture when you were doing the waving. Did you upgrade your furniture now that you're like, this might not be happening?
You know, one thing about ladies,
Uh-huh.
they will have a bedsitter, but it will be a very beautiful bedsitter.
Ah, okay.
Mine was that kind. A bedsitter, but a very you enter into my house and you're like, this is nice.
So you don't look like your problems.
Yeah, you don't look like your problems at all.
And you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to.
Yeah, so it was nice. He actually liked it. He was like,
Okay.
"Oh, I see you've done some pretty interesting stuff here." And I was like, "Yeah." So we stayed, and then he left for US on 15th of May.
Wait. So wait. So the embassy got back to you while he was here.
No, they didn't.
Okay.
Actually, when I was taking Levi back to the airport for him to come to US, for the first time I cried like a widow. I had never cried that much because I didn't know what was going on and I was tired, so I cried so much. This was 15th of May 2023.
Wow.
And then he comes to US. I remember that day, even at the airport, we didn't even talk much. Both of us, we were very stressed.
Right.
Yeah. So he's leaving, I'm there. Even going back home, I remember I cried like nobody's business. By then, I have never cried that much. And then he came back. When people come back to US, they just go back to work. He came back and he went back to work. So that was he came back to US on 15th of May. Okay. And then on 17th of May, now the embassy emails me and tells me your visa has been issued.
Do you even trust them now? Wait, because they've already told you that before.
Yeah, they have already told me that before, but I didn't trust them. I said I will not trust them until I see with my eyes.
Okay.
So what I did is I just prayed. I thanked God. I remember shouting and I remember praying and thanking God.
Uh-huh.
And then I said, they asked me where I wanted to be taken. I said International House. So I went. I think that was I guess that was on a Friday. So I went to International House on a Monday, and I picked my visa. Unajua, uko International House inakuanga Mama Ngina Street, the other side mali DHL iko ni Mama Ngina Street, si ndio?
Yeah.
Yani nilikuwa na feel mtu anaweza ninyang'anya hiyo visa.
Kuna jamaa alisema he wore 2 trousers. Akaweka passport kwa trouser ya ndani kwa sababu he did not want to be pickpocketed ama mtu watu waimuibie wallet na everything else, lakini si passport yake.
Unajua what I did? Nilitembea like 20 meters kutoka hapo International House, 20 meters mbele kuna Java.
Okay.
Nikaingia hiyo Java iko na juu na chini. Iko na some underground thing, sijui thing. Sikukaa juu, nikaenda huko chini. I called my best friend. I told her, please come and get me from here. I cannot walk in this town with this passport. I cannot walk in this town with this passport. Please come and get me.
Where? No, because you've waited for this thing for a while.
Yes. And now, this time I didn't sikutengeneza a WhatsApp group. I didn't make a WhatsApp group. Guy.
Wait, uko serious? You refunded people their money in the original.
What could I have done? You're not okay. People have contributed for you because you're going to US. You're no longer going. What are you supposed to do? You return the money.
No. See, now they've paid for you to buy a handkerchief to wipe your tears.
Nah, I had to return the money.
I'm a Kenyan. Kenyans are bad. Where if you would not have returned that money, you probably would have shown up in one of those scammers.
I know.
She scammed us our money.
So after that, I basically, what did I do? My friend came and I gave her. I was contemplating taking my visa to the bank and getting a safe.
Keeping it. Because you don't want nobody to mess with you.
Because Levi had just come to US. I had to give him like 2 weeks at Jipange before I come. Yeah, so but my best friend told me, your passport is going to be okay in my house.
Where you trusted your friend?
Yes. Yes. She's my best friend.
Okay, that's a really good friend. To a point you trust her with your.
Yeah, so she was like, your passport is going to be okay in my house. So that same day when she picked me, we went and bought bags. She actually bought me the traveling bags.
Okay.
And then my parents told me I should go to Kisii so that I can have a farewell party. I was like, Mimi, nipande gari kwenda Kisii. I'm not. It's you that are going to come here. What if something happens to me? I'm not going. I told my parents,
don't you know your stories?
You're the ones who should come here.
I'm not going to the village.
I'm not going to the village.
And risk anything happening.
I'm not risking nothing. So my parents came and we had parties. Okay, as much as I didn't tell everyone, I told my friends that eventually after I have held my visa and confirmed it's truly my visa, I told my friends and we had a farewell party. They had a farewell party for me, and then my family also had a farewell party for me. And then on 3rd of June 2023, I flew to US. I got here on 4th. Then I also had a welcome party, but because I knew what I had gone through, you know, when you come to US on day one, it's basically by the time you're getting to the US, it's like you are halfway of your process.
Because you have your clock starts now again.
Your clock, the moment ukifika uko kwa port of entry vile umeingia hivi, saa yako imeanza.
90 days.
90 days. You only have 90 days. So hata nikifika huko kwa port of entry walikuwa wameniandikia ina expire 4th of September 2023.
Yeah. Hey. Yani, wait. Let's breathe and look back. By the way, you guys, if you moment, I don't know, maybe a short commercial break. Doll has a YouTube channel, just as I have you guys here, and she shares a lot about her journey and so many other things that, you know, we might not be able to maybe cover through this. So please follow her, you know, and she can kind of help you through the process of if you're going through the K-1 process and maybe you have additional questions. She has a YouTube channel. Maybe you can tell them what is your channel so that they can follow you.
My channel on YouTube is Doll Levi, DOLLLEVI. I'm also very loud on TikTok, DOLLEVI. Yes, you can find me there. You can always talk to me. You can ask me questions. I'll be able to go.
So go show her some love, my people, and follow her on YouTube. Give her the love. Give her the Kenyan American home love, man.
Just to say, I started my YouTube channel recently, and I'm looking to grow. I'm looking to give you more content. I'm looking to educate you on things that are how life is going. How I'm beginning to find out things. As I also told you, I'm a nurse, and I recently, as I moved recently here, I'm going through the process of becoming a nurse here.
Yeah. Wait, so I was pausing back because it's like you started this process, March 2021.
Give me
No, you go. Yeah, you go.
Nihame, simu yangu
Aya,
inaisha moto.
inaisha moto sawa.
Yes.
Aya. Let me see the nini. Aya. Nimeona watu nini iko wapi? Heaven's Gate. Where is Heaven's Gate? Do I'm seeing people
Heaven's
fighting.
Gate iko on your way to Nax from Nairobi. Ukifika huko Gilgil. Iko between Nakuru na Gilgil.
Nakuru and Gilgil. It's on your way to Nakuru past Gilgil near St. Mary's Hospital?
Yeah.
So that's, yeah. So Sarah Nyambu, I think, got it. She's saying it's on your way to Nakuru past Gilgil near St. Mary's house. Your home is beautiful, Nandol.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah. Hey, you are organized. Is that today? You're always organized that way?
I'm always organized.
Hey, the way you whipped out that book with the that file with everything.
Yeah.
me, I don't even remember if I have any of my paperwork from when I came to the US.
Do you want me to tell you that it's usually in a safe that is fireproof and waterproof?
Wow. Well, but that's nice though, because then you actually, you keep track and you can be able to walk through people what you actually went through.
Yeah. So we were saying something. Where were we?
Yeah. So no, we were looking back and saying you started this filing process March 15th of 2021.
Mm-hmm.
And you're landing in the US on the 4th of January.
I'm coming in the US on the 4th of June.
June. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. 4th of June is when you're landing in the US, which is like, is that like 2 years and a couple months after you? 2 years, 3 months.
Yes.
And then the minute you land in the before that, your first interview.
I only went to an interview once.
Yeah. What did they ask you? What were the questions?
The questions were, they asked me about majorly about Levi. They're trying to assess if you people know each other.
Mm-hmm.
So they asked me about Levi. They asked me what he does. They asked me what car he drives. They asked me if he has been married before.
Okay.
And then they asked me his address. And then they asked me about his family.
Wait, what was that? Did they ask you if he's a what?
If he's been married before.
Okay.
His address, where he works, what car he drives.
Okay.
Then they asked me about his family, if I have met the family.
So you need to know him.
Yeah, you need to know him. Yeah, by the way, there's a part I forgot. In 2021 June, his parents came from US and they came to Kenya to meet my parents because his parents are here. Okay. Yeah.
Wait, so you're in the US and this is the process that, so your process ended up it's taking full circle a long time.
Yeah.
So you land here, you're given 90 days to get married.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's go.
So when I go here, one thing I'd love to tell people, especially if you're on this, if you have prospects of things like K-1, the moment unafika US, unafaa kukumbuka you are the undocumented immigrant. Not your partner. Yeah, they'll give you the support. It can be money, it can be driving you where you want to go, but wewe ndio unafaa ku research what is supposed to be done.
Yeah.
So I got here, nika find out how to get married, and then uzuri nowadays the online, like you can find information. I found out you have to go get a marriage certificate, pay for it, and then schedule for a ceremony with a justice of peace.
Okay.
So that's what we did. We went to the county offices, got a marriage certificate, And then we scheduled the ceremony with the Justice of Peace. You can even now have a wedding if you want, but we didn't want to have a wedding because we didn't want a wedding that my parents are not there. And
Wait, say it again. What is the Justice of Peace?
Just civil marriage.
Ah, okay. So
yes.
you go to the
court. Yes, to the court
house. Did it take long, or is it
10 minutes?
And then you have like a friend who is the witness or something.
Yeah, we had 4 witnesses. His sisters, two of his sisters, and 2 of his friends, and those were our witnesses.
Okay. So then you guys get married. You go home. Is it? And then did you guys wait before you filed your adjustment of status?
No, I'm very pushy, so I filed immediately.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is. I don't know if you can say this is
a little bit. Oh, that's your marriage certificate. And you know you have to go buy one in the US.
Yeah, it has a seal. This paper costs $75.
Yeah.
And the ceremony costed $120. But if you're late by 10 minutes, they fine you $50. So you should not be late. So our marriage costed like $200.
Well, do you plan on doing a big
Yes, I'll have a wedding in Kenya.
Okay.
Yes.
I think part of me, because me, I'm married to someone from here. One of the things that I enjoyed is having two weddings and 2 honeymoons. So that was so much fun because we had a honeymoon here, then we had a wedding here and a honeymoon here, and a wedding back home and a honeymoon back home too. That was fun.
Amazing. Levi and I will have a wedding in back home when we are.
Are you going back to village, Ama? You're doing it in Nairobi?
I'll do it. I want a beach wedding. I'll do it in Mombasa.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Nice.
So after that, I filed for.
Someone is saying that the marriage license looks like a title deed from Kenya.
Oh yeah, it does. It looks like a title deed because of this.
Yeah, that big thing.
Yeah, this seal.
The seal.
Yeah, it's written County Tarrant County of Texas. So after getting this paper, you are on a clock.
You're what? On the clock?
Yes, I was on a clock, 90 days. But after getting this paper, you have up to 1 year to file for change of status.
To file for the
But I did not do that.
You right away?
I got this in June, mid-June. And then by August 1st, I had already filed. Yes. And when filing for change of status, it costs like $1,140.
Yeah, it's the most expensive form.
Yeah, it's the most expensive one. So after that, after 1.5 months, they gave me an appointment. I went for biometrics. When they take your fingerprints, they have to run them even with the FBI to see if you have a criminal history or something like that. And after my biometrics, it didn't stay long. Then I got I thought they were, by the way, when I was filing for change of status, I also filed for work
permit, the EAD, work authorization.
Yes. So they didn't give me my work authorization. What they did is they gave me a permanent residency.
Oh, so you have your green card.
Yeah, so they sent me a green card on, does this thing have a date? Yes, on 15th of November.
Oh, so it went fast. It went
It went very fast. So on 14th of November, they were able to send me a permanent residency. And now here we are.
And you're official? You're official now.
Now I'm official. I am enjoying myself. Huh?
Did they give you the conditional one?
Yeah, because it's it's below 2 years. The marriage has not been in the streets for 2 years.
But yeah. So
When
you do
it's
that.
below 2 years.
And then after the 1 year, you file your citizenship.
Yeah, after that, then I will. No, after 3 months before it expires, I'm supposed to file to remove the conditions.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, then I can get my citizenship.
Yeah. Yep.
So they
No.
finally sent me this thing that is written, "Welcome to the United States."
Ah.
A guide for immigrants.
Man, when you wow, that wasn't easy.
It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. And then I noticed
Uh-huh.
all along,
Mm-hmm.
America wako na madharau. All along, they have been sending me these notices. It's called a notice of action. The notice of action zenye wamekuwa wakinitumia ni very fake paper. But when they finally send me a notice of action that you have become a US permanent resident, it's good quality.
I remember those forms, man. I remember
This one is of better quality than all the others that I have ever.
Oh, you mean the ones they were giving you back home?
Yeah, ile ya notice of action. Sasa hii yenye sasa they are telling you
No,
that
they use a good paper here in America.
they
But
use
then
good paper. It has these
a greenish kind of looking thing.
yeah.
I know. I think back home they are just being cheap.
Yeah. So that is it.
Wow.
That is how it was.
Where you know your story is like ni kama drama, ni kama video.
Aish, iko na maneno.
Man, but thank you for persevering, and thank you for just being organized and sharing so openly your journey. Hapa hivi Debs anasema nini? Anasema anangoja wedding.
Nani?
Nani Deborah anasema anangoja wedding.
Yeah, I'll have a wedding in Kenya.
Anangoja wedding. Or someone is asking me, Muulize if I'll buy that file back home. It looks good.
Yes, I bought it at Naivas. Inaitwa Office Point Display Book. It was around 600 shillings.
Oh, nice.
Nilinunua Naivas. Iko 40 pockets, size A4. It's called a display book.
Display book.
Yes.
Iko poa.
Ni ya kupanga mavitu zako vizuri. Ndio uwe mtu mwenye ako organized.
All right, my people. Do you have questions?
Sasa wacha waulize maswali tuwajibu.
Yeah. Questions for nani? For Dol. Maswali. Yeah, someone is saying you're extremely detailed, which it's nice. It's good. You're organized.
Yeah.
Ndumu Karimbi is asking, what about those that we don't have fiancé in US like me? Like, what would you advise? No, especially like because you have a different angle that people don't talk about. The Samabani angle. And right now they are like this in Kenya.
Yeah, I know.
What would you advise Kenyan ladies in Kenya and even the Kenyan guys who
let me tell you something, Owen. People will always have their perceptions, sindio?
True.
Ujisikia hapa nje watu wakisema usiolewe na polisi sijui atakufanya nini. It doesn't mean all policemen are bad,
Doesn't. Ukweli.
The same applies to our masamabani. It doesn't mean masamabani wote ni wabaya. If you find someone and you people vibe, you feel like You can be an item. Why not try?
Why not try?
Yeah.
Is there like things the do's and don'ts you would tell? Like maybe
When it comes to like long distance relationship,
uh-huh.
One thing that you really have to know is lazima ukuwe mtu wa kuvumilia. There are days you feel like you really need, the only thing you are wishing for is a hug from the person you love, and you can't have it. Huh?
They're so far away from you.
They're so far away from you. It's just that if you people like really love each other and want to be together,
yeah,
you can persevere. Unavumilia tu. And then ukipata mtu true, by the way, unatulia, unaacha mambo mingi.
unaacha mambo mingi na.
It's good to know when something really is hitting home, you know?
Yeah.
So you can take it seriously.
Waache kurukaruka.
Yeah. Juu kurukaruka utashikwa, my friend, utashikwa.
Utapoteza kitu mzuri kwa sababu
utapoteza kitu mzuri.
So umesikia, by the way, najua watu, I know like my Kenyan men, East African men here in the US, I know they watch me. And sometimes they have questions. Is there, can you actually get a legitimate wife back home? You can. And if you haven't heard of a story, you've heard it now.
You can.
Yeah, because if you were to give up, you would have given up.
Yeah.
And said, this process is too long. I'm done. Yeah. So, yeah, because so you can go home and get yourself a good wife. That happens, and I know Doll is one story here, but there's also a lot of stories too about that. Yeah. So we see. Don't close yourself off just because you've had horror stories.
Yeah.
Your permanent could be that person that you meet as a summer bunny.
Yeah. Like right now, Levi is enjoying. He's enjoying himself. He's enjoying his life. Before I came to this live, I woke up, prepared nice food for him, took the food for him at work.
Hey.
And anasikia mzuri kabisa.
Hey, so that could be you, young man. That could be you. Young woman, maybe the man version of Doll could be the one who's doing this for you too.
Yeah. And I know so many people who are in long distance relationships and they are working.
And it works, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, the two of us, we were in long distance relationships and they work. Yeah. I'm on the other side. Because I'm a guy. I was in Kenya. And even though I didn't come with a marriage visa, I met my wife in Kenya. The same thing as you. And we did long distance. And for me, it's worked. It's been working the last 12 years. So it does work. So if you are there and you are looking for the answer, the voice from God, whether you are home now, Samabani, and whether that woman that you have seen and the Lord has shown you can be your wife, maybe this is it. This is it.
Yeah. So if you find your person, you just give it a shot. Like usisikize tu mambo mingi.
No, ukipata mtu wako, and they don't come very easily.
They don't come very easy.
Yeah.
But also another thing that I would love to insist is when you find someone who's supportive, someone who's willing to take you through the process. It's not a cheap process.
It's not.
It's not a cheap process. So if you find someone who's willing to do all those things, don't just blow it.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
Because I could have been serious, but then upate Jama on the other side, maybe I go serious, and then it becomes a wastage of time. but because pia yeye alinishikilia, ako like, let me do this with this lady, and we did it.
Yeah.
Here we are.
True. You were extremely detailed. Kuya Johnson is saying, does it have to start with a K-1? Suppose I just visited the US, then met someone there.
Yeah, if that someone is
US citizen.
when you're filing for K-1, you should not be in the US.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're already in the US and you meet your person, it's usually easier to get married and do the spouse visa. Yeah. K-1 is usually, so one of the reasons why people use K-1 is
you are outside.
Yeah, you're outside, but also you want that person to come as quickly as possible into the US.
Yeah.
Like you see, without whatever the embassy did, your thing was your visa was granted within 11 months.
Yes. Actually, by a year, 2 months, I could have been here.
You could have already been there, but this was just it was God's whatever.
Mine took a detour.
Yeah, the Lord needed you to take a humble pie.
I know for sure.
You know, I'm imagining you telling the watchman.
Yo, you see that day when I was coming from the embassy? When you go to the embassy, they keep all your stuff. They keep your phone. They take everything that you have, even your watch.
Yeah.
Just take everything that you have. So when I was going back to get my stuff, I was like, bye. Yeah. I was so excited. I was telling those guys, you know what, I'm leaving. Yes.
Oh, and you know what happens is now the story turns around. That person that was like, oh, mwangalie vile alikuwa anaringa na nini, and they went on to tell everybody. Now it's like, okay, so now what do you go back to tell them?
I wonder.
Yeah.
Because at that time, everybody was trying to people make up stories to explain what happened.
Oh, this happened.
The most trending story was Levi is married. That is why.
That is why it was denied.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, our people fear our people. Our people, I don't know if you've noticed.
Imagine someone telling you that a person you have been with for 2 years is married, and he wakes up and calls you when he's still not even nicely awake. Anaamka tu hivi na kukupigia simu. You people spend some time together, you are ever talking, and then someone tells you that person is married. You're like, how?
Yeah.
How is that possible?
Yeah, true. So wait, what if the same process but you had a baby?
The same process, if you have a baby with an American citizen, your baby is automatically an American. Yeah. So in fact, mtoto atakuwa na passport mbele yako. Yeah.
Oh wait, I think anauliza. What if pengine a different angle? No. So this baby, just an example. You had a previous relationship and you had a baby daddy. Alafu
still come with your child.
Yeah, so you can include them in your K-1 petition.
Yes, they have yao inaitwa sijui ni K2. K2. I think
K2.
K2 ama K3, yes. You can include them.
Yeah. You see, you are bringing back faith, Doll.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are some good Kenyan men out there.
Yeah, there is.
There are, yeah. We're here, and we're here, and it is sometimes people bash us, but we're here. They are good Kenyan men, but sometimes we don't come ready-made. Yeah, we don't come ready-made.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, someone is asking. Ruhi Willis is asking, what are you currently doing as you wait to get your nursing license?
Ruhi, I got my permanent residence like a month ago. Yeah, it should be a month today. But this is December. I don't feel like working, so I'll work in January. I have job offers pending. Oh, one thing about US is kazi nazo ziko
mingi sana.
Mingi sana. So I have job offers pending, but I will start working in January. I will work as a caregiver because I'm a nurse, but I'm also working on getting my license here. It's another process. It costs like $1,500 to get my everything. Yeah, it's another process. I'm working on it. There is verification. There is a body that verifies documents for nurses who have studied outside of the US. So you have to use that body for verification of your documents before you are actually allowed to sit for the licensing exam for nurses, which is called NCLEX. So I'll take up a job that is not stressful so that I can be able to also focus on the because I'll need to read too for the exams. So I'll take a job that is not stressful that will also allow me to study. Yeah.
So yeah, I think you talked about K3. There's often a confusion between K2 and K3. K2 is for dependents, so like the kids, stepkids, and then K3 is actually
the expedited one. Is it expedited?
So
yes.
What it does, K3 actually allows you to come into the US while you're waiting for your spouse thing to be.
In most cases, I don't think they give it to you.
They don't. They don't. But maybe like in certain cases that maybe it's a medical thing and you need to be So
okay.
But yeah. Oh, I wanted to tell you this. People always hurry you about start working. May I tell people, you have the rest of your life to do that. And once you start working in America, you will do it for a long time. And I always, just take your time, enjoy. I think you've earned it. Take your time, breathe in, stay home, just and because when you start working, you never stop working.
Yeah, you never stop.
This is the time to get settled. Like you're coming into your husband's where he is, and there is things you need to get settled as a wife. You need to get, because you were not there in the beginning, and you coming now and being there.
Right now, I'm just enjoying my life, and I really thank God for that man, that soft-spoken man of mine, because he's a good man. He has never complained of taking care of me. It was even like, oh, even if you want to work, you just go. If you like the job, you can keep it. If you don't like it, just leave it. He's just that cool. He'll be like, if you want, you can work. If you don't want, you can stop working until you find your papers and work as a nurse. So I don't have any pressure.
Where my sisters tap into the anointing. These things you believe. You believed about the Madola.
Yeah. So sahi mimi stress yangu kubwa ni kujifunza kupack juu sijui kupack vizuri. I don't know how to parallel pack. I only know how to reverse pack and to angle pack and pack kwenda mbele. But parallel packing sielewi kabisa.
Parallel pack inasumbuaga watu, but nini tu ile kitu tu unafaa kujua ni unaona gari iko hapa na kuna gari ingine iko mbele yako. Especially kama kuna gari mbili in between. Umeambiwa uingie hapo katikati. You just go, unaenda unapark next to hiyo gari hiyo ya kwanza.
Unaona vile ninasikiza unadhani ninaelewa kitu, hakuna kitu ninaelewa. So that is the
unapark tu next to hiyo gari, unataka hiyo ya kwanza, hiyo unataka kuingia nyuma yake, alafu una crank nini hiyo. That's the thing too, just make sure you
driving in US is not hard as in Kenya. Yeah. So simba
lakini uko nini utakuninia mpaka utazoea tu. Na usiache watu wa kupressure. Sasa hiyo kuna mtu wako impatient ako hapo nyuma na
sometimes na park vibaya hadi ninaibika. Paka niko like, wow, what have I done?
Sasa nitaelewa. Hakuna kitu atafanya.
So that is basically what I'm doing right now. I'm beginning to get used to the American system. Now that I have my papers, finally I can have a bank account. Those things excite me.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, America looks good on you, by the way, doll. Kuna hii swali najua unapatanga sana. Sasa hata hajasettle, unataka akuhost aje sasa? Na mnasikia ndio anaanza kuenjoy maisha.
Siwezi kukuhost. I'll explain why siwezi kukuhost. I don't have a house yet. I live in an apartment. Yes, that is why I can't host you. But if I have a house, I can host.
No, hata hivyo pia, man. You just came and hata mtu mwingine akuje aanze kukram space yako hapo.
I just came.
Hata
tutakangi relatives wenye wanakuja kukaa.
Hiyo ni secret time. Mtu asikuja kuharibu secret time yenyu bana.
But basically that was it. It was a tedious process. It was a very trying process. But through God, through prayers, through resilience, we had to soldier on. Because at that moment, especially when our visa was refused, we went through the fire. It was bad. It was really bad. And if we didn't break at that point, I feel we are pretty much cut for. We are tough. We can weather any storm.
Amen. I know you will. And I know this is not the last time I host you. I know we'll talk more, especially when you.
Yes. When I go through the nursing process. Yes, I'll explain in detail. It's very detailed, by the way. I was doing it yesterday. It's something that I could love to even talk on my channel to like explain to people what really goes on, because it can be confusing and it can be a lot. Yes.
But everybody will, who is the 62 who are here right now? I know so many people will watch this video. Please go and support Doll. Go and support Doll. She's doing amazing. She's a comedian sometimes. When you go to her TikTok, you'll enjoy her content.
So Dan Mushiri is asking, kama dem akona mtoi, I will file K-1 and K-2 visa. Yes, unawafailia wote wawili. But sijui kama K-2 inalipishwa.
I think so. US kuna kitu ya bure. US watu.
I was filing for my work authorization, it was free.
Until wanapandisha. Wana propose kupandisha.
I saw that. Wana propose kupandisha.
Mtu anasema na sound. Wewe unajua ni comedian. Na kuninianga. Saa ingine nasikiza nasikia kikisiko kwa umbali. But please go and support her. She's doing amazing. Man, she's doing amazing. Alafu ukitaka kujua more about K-1 visa, alafu ana go through process ya nursing. But also, man, let's support watu mupendaga, watu wanakuja ana open up and telling you information, man, to bless watu.
Please follow me even on YouTube. Msichana mrembo kama mimi sifai kuwa na followers 300.
Aki.
Please follow me. I promise to give you serious content. I will give you serious content. Just follow me. It's free, by the way. Subscribing to my YouTube channel is free. It won't cost nothing.
It won't cost you anything. Yeah.
It will just allow me to be live like Owen, because right now I can't be live.
Yeah. Wait, let me see. Actually, I'll let me see if I can search you. I'll send a link because I have a chat here. I can send a list. I can send you a link so that people can follow you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I've enjoyed being here with you. I've enjoyed talking about this, and I appreciate what you do too. Endelea kuchanua watu about US. Yeah. If you get an opportunity to come to this country, by the way, usilalie. US iko na challenges zake, but we kuja kwanza. Challenges utapambana nao ukiwa hapa.
Hii between hii na Shakahola na tax za Kenya.
Challenges utapambana nazo when you are here, but it has its challenges, but it also has its good side, and the good side is manze utawailala njaa.
Hawezi.
Yeah.
Hii YouTube channel yako ni ulikuwa na nywele hiyo time kwa profile?
No, that's a wig. Owen, it's a wig.
Oh, ni wig.
Yeah.
Okay. Wewe ngoja najaribu kuona nini yako.
For a long time.
Let me see. Share channel. Copy, paste. Aya, nimewapostia link hapo hivyo by the way. Kuifanya rahisi. Go follow her tafadhali.
Follow me. Thank you. I had a good time. I only have 4 minutes with you. I have to run. Nafaa kwenda kuona my mother-in-law. She lives like 40 minutes from my house.
So no, thank you so much. Thank you for coming. I really do appreciate. Thank you for sharing your info so freely. Alafu najua tuongea more, but all the blessings go through process yako ya nursing na all the best in your marriage. Wish you nothing but the best. Na God mwenye ameanza hii journey yako aendelee kutengeneza even a bigger story. But you have a great testimony. Vile God ame come through. And thank you for sharing so freely, but also roho yako ya vile unapenda Bwana. Endelea na moyo huo. Asante sana. Thank you, Doc.
Thank you, Owen, and thank you too for having me. I've had a good time. It was a nice chat. And thank you our viewers for being here. Without you, hatungekuwa hapa tunapigiana story na huyu.
Yep.
Na wa kofia zake. So you being here, you made it more lively, you made it fun, and we have had a good time. And we also have had an educative session. At least now you understand what comes with K-1 and what to look into, what you should know about it. And if you happen to go through this process, and maybe if you can always contact me. I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook. Same name, Doll Levi. You'll find me everywhere. God bless.
So thank you so much, Doll.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Aya watu wangu. Another good session, another good nini. I hope you guys learned a lot. Please go follow her. I put the link hapo kwa comments, man. I'll keep bringing them. I'll keep bringing all these people with awesome stories. I love a story with a good, a story with a good storyline. Yeah, going through adversities, alafu overcoming. Going through adversities and overcoming. Hopefully you've learned something. Anybody who's asking now about marriage, you already know. I brought Judy for you. Judy told you about the spouse process, and then we just talked with Doll. Doll told you about the K-1 process. So yeah, now go find the Mubabas, go find your poem verified. But shukran sana. Kuna swali before nitoke. Niko na a few minutes naweza jibu swali. ilikuwa session mzuri sana. I think niko na I have jusai niko free mpaka next year. I have some good interviews lined up. Nitawaletea. Kuna demo wa asylum na ngoja akikam through nitawaambia. But kuna two interviews nimenini because I love a good story. Alafu pia napenda nakuja hapa nawapatia theory, alafu pia nawaletea practicals, ndio unajua nini, unajua not only the theory part of it but vile utafanya. Haya, we need information on changing courses to nursing. Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, and I have nani, I will bring you nani, nitawaletea. Kuna jamaa tulikuwa na yeye live jana TikTok, anaitwa Tim alitoka Kenya akakuja. Tim alitoka Kenya akakuja hapa US na alikuja na nursing. Niko na so many nurse friends wenye naweza waletea stories zao za nursing kutoka Kenya mpaka US. Zile mashule kama kuna mtu anafikiria you're thinking about going to a nursing school, what are some of those? Kuna zile shule hizi some of those akina Avant wana recruit from. So tutaongea. We need information on changing courses to nursing. You can, Sarah Nyambu, as long as you land here, you can change your course to whatever you want to study. But I will bring you people to talk about nursing. We need a sit down na Ruth Kim. Who's Ruth Kim? Someone enlighten me. Ruth Kim ni nani? Mimi ndio nimesikia huyo for the first time. Ruth Kim. Nichanue haki. I don't know Ruth Kim. Ruth Kim ni nani? Ngoja. Ruth Kim official. No, the Kenyan living in Germany, Prince Jack. Ndatafuta Prince Jack. Prince Jack ameenda MIA for a minute. Mtanini. So mnataka Prince Jack. Ruth Kim ni nani? Ruth Kim ako US sahi. Ako US. Aya, so Prince Jack. Nani mwingine? Nitawaletea madamu wa asylum awapigie hiyo story. Karibu arudishwe mtaa. Mimi niliuliza Aki ukaskip story ya D license. What about D license, Susan? Driving license. What about it? Driving license kupata ni rahisi. Hata ukienda theater utapata driving license hata bila mapepa. Kuna mtu mwingine by the way mnataka kuona? Naweza mleta mkidigest. Unaweza acha kwa nini, najua hii video itaonekana na watu. Niachie nini kwa comment section. At I'm 21 years old, what is the easiest way to get a visa to the US? Man, hakuna easy way, but the best visa ni ile utapata. So I think you have to assess. As a 21 years old, there is so many things. You can come visit. You can come as an exchange student, exchange program. You can come with a work visa. You're an adult, 21 years old. So nothing closes for you because you're 21. You can come with an F1 visa, student visa, M1 visa. There's so many visas. Alafu, if you look in my YouTube channel, just see which one fits you. So many. I've always told you, and I've always exposed you guys to there's like 185 different visas unaweza kuja nazo. So ati bring Jeremy Damaris. Wacha ndajaribu Jeremy Damaris. Jeremy Damaris all the way from Birmingham, Alabama. Patikana kama yuko nini? Kama yuko ati lawyer Wanjohi. Watu wengine mimi hata sijui ni nani. Who is lawyer Wanjohi? Is he a Kenyan? Ama someone in the US? Some of these people, I don't know them. I know Prince Jack. I know Jeremy Damaris. Yeah. How to? Yeah. Let me know if you have other favorite content creators who are especially in the US that you want me to bring. I can always bring them in. Because me, I love the story, but I also love to ask questions on immigration. How did you come to the US on top of hearing that good story? Oh, he's a lawyer in the US. Okay. Oh, you reminded me, by the way. I also have somebody who works for the Department of Homeland Security. He's a friend of mine. I will bring him here sababu amekuwa in so many courts na Wakenya. Najua makesi zina affect Wakenya sana. So talk to my guy. He's my guy. Oh, Wanjohi is dealing with asylum. Okay. Lawyer Wanjohi. Thanks, Anna. One day I will be in the US or UK, my dreamland. Come through, Vivian. Come through, and when you do, man, come. Let's tell people of the doing of the Lord. Another quiz. Mse akiwa amewin na achelewe kufill hiyo form, anaweza lose your chance. It depends with how late you are. Hopefully not too late until ikumes. Just make sure the first thing, I think, as much as possible, when you results come out in May, when you check your results in May, and hopefully you've already applied for your passport. Passport is the one that usually keeps people from applying, because you need a passport to apply. A passport for every member of your family. So if you have kids, you need the passport for all your kids. The DV, you need to make sure you are chap. As much as possible, apply when you're ready. Hi, bro, alijaza na hana certificate ya form 4. Man, mwambie jaribu experience. Mwambie jaribu kunini experience. Aya wadau, I think Mkenya Marekani. Mkenya Marekani, by the way, I have interviewed with him, but he hasn't really interviewed with me. I think I should invite him one of these days so that he comes, tells his story, because yeye pia akona story ya kunyimwa visa. Oh, thank you, Peter. Peter, hopefully uko fiti maze. Hope uko poa. Hata Peter pia wewe na kungoja sana. Ile siku utakuwa tayari ukuje tupigia watu story. I applied for a job in Randstand, but was told it was good if I was there in the US. Okay. Sawa, my people. Thank you so much for, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the love, the support. Nashukuru, man. If you don't follow me already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and, get connected to the Kenyan American Home family. Alafu, hit that notification bell. Na utakuwa notified. Utakuwa notified every time. Utapata hizo notification every time nina upload video maze. But otherwise, man, I do appreciate you. Napenda support mnanipatia. Hopefully I'm able to help you guys kupata hiyo opportunity ya kuingia majuu. Maze. But nashukuru sana na man, until next time, sini hivyo watu wangu na kamenyuria. Fitty man.